Hello everyone. How are your weekdays without tournaments? It's a bit unusual, but Blast is returning to us in less than a week. In the meantime, teams have decided to make some crazy roster shuffles. Substitutions in Astralis, Monte, Device is now the captain. What? Let's discuss everything step by step and figure it out. Here we go. So, of course, the main news of the past few days has been the reshuffles in Astralis. Their Danish dream team lasted unchanged for only 3 months. And after failing at RMR and not qualifying for the home major, Astralis decided to remove their captain. blamef is benched, and now Device becomes the new in-game leader. Just mind-blowing news. Here, experts have calculated that Astralis has lost over 6 million euros in the last few years, failed to qualify for the major 3 times, acquired Staven and Jabby, extended blamef's contract until 2026, and then kicked him out in early 2024. What's going on there? Questions as always, more than answers. So, everyone on Twitter has already started joking that Jabby and Staven left Heroic to create a new Heroic, where there will be a new sniper captain, Staven becomes the assistant in-game leader again, and everyone else essentially performs the same roles as in Heroic. Oh, and another piece of news came right away. Bro from Monte is taking blamef's place. They also had crazy reshuffles there, but we'll discuss that a little later. So what do we have here? Device suddenly becomes the sniper captain. Bro now takes on all the rough roles in the team. Staven is the start player. Jabby is the rotation player. And as for Stayer, well, Stayer needs to get out of there as fast as possible because some really strange things are happening. blamef, on the other hand, stated that he no longer wants to be the captain and is already looking for a new team. I think after the major, there will be a whole new line waiting for him because as a shooter, he's really strong. And another question arises. Why remove blamef specifically? He shoots really well. I understand if they found some top captain to replace him and there was simply no place for him. But no, Device will be the captain, so why not just switch roles and keep playing? And here the community is building completely insane theories. During RMR, Device said that he's not enjoying their game, and CS, meaning while they're still in the qualifiers for their major, he's saying such things. Apparently the atmosphere in the team was just awful, and the fact that they sent Stayer to do interviews after being knocked out also spurred many. Usually in such moments, the captain takes the blame, but blamef didn't even say a word. Apparently, because of all these things, Device burned out. Many in the community believe that it was his initiative to kick blamef. But yesterday, their sports director, whom Astralis poached from Heroic, appeared on air and told more details about what's happening. He highlighted the main points. First of all these posts on Twitter from Device about how he's in complete despair over their game show that Nikolai cares about the team and wants to change everything, with which the management fully agrees. Against the background of all this, Device's statistics have dropped significantly. He has only scored a rating of 1.01 in the last 3 matches. For a sniper, this is very weak. Plus, Device has been harboring the idea of becoming a captain for several years now. So everything just coincided. Well, the main reason for the changes is that Staven and Jabby are playing new roles in Astralis, and let's just say that they don't look good on them. They have the worst stats in the team. You take 2 stars for $2 million and they fail. According to the sports director, they need to do what they did in Heroic. And with these arrangements, there's no place for blamef. In reality, he spoke very little about the former captain. Apparently they parted on not the most pleasant note. All in all, as we suspected, Astralis poached a sports director from Heroic, Jabby and Staven kicked out the captain as in Heroic, and now they're even trying to completely mimic the style. I don't really believe it will work out considering the fact that Device has no experience as a captain. Plus, the whole team lacks championship character and backbone. We've seen this a million times already. But here's what various analysts and pro players are saying. For example, Smooya. I'm gonna shit in my hands and clap. I also don't know how one can enjoy the game more, IGLing as opposed to just stopping. Hopefully Device finds himself in this role or Astralis are toasted. Or Bubsky's opinion is actually crazy. Spending $2 million just to make changes after 3 months is an absurdly bad look. Thorin shares a similar opinion. So Astralis has benched their best rifler and now their absurdly consistent elite tier opper is role swapping to IGL for the first time ever? This is anti-gaming. And Insider KRL's thoughts. How is it possible to be the country with the most IGLs in tier 1, 2, 3 and end up with Device as the in-game leader? How does that make sense? In general, people didn't appreciate such decisions. Friends, what do you think about these changes? Will this finally destroy Astralis, or on the contrary, Will everything play out in new colors? Write your thoughts in the comments. As for blamef, I think he'll quickly find a new team. A crowd will line up for him right after the major. Maybe he's not particularly strong as a captain, but as a rifler, one of the best in the world. He'd fit perfectly into G2, Heroic, Vitality, Falcons. After the major, we can expect another wave of wild reshuffles. I'm sure of it. And the last point on Astralis, Rugga from OG immediately joined them. He was supposed to do it a month later, but apparently after such strong rearrangements, Astralis decided not to waste time. So what's up with Monte? Where did the transfer of Bro come from and what's happening there? In fact, the replacements here are even stronger. The other day, S1mple decided not to renew his contract and left the team. This was super unexpected. Here's what he himself says about leaving. At every beginning, there is an end, and after every end, there's a new beginning. It turns out that my contract will not be renewed, which means that from today, I'm a free agent. Now I'm looking for a new home, hoping it won't take too much time. And very soon I'll be able to return to competitive play. So it turns out that S1mple left Monte as a free agent, opening all doors for future teams. No one knows the exact reason, but apparently there were problems within the team after failing to qualify for the major. Or maybe a more lucrative offer came in. For example, Ukrainian analysts believe that S1mple would fit perfectly into Falcons instead of S1mple. But then, where will S1mple go? To Monte? By the way, we'll talk more about S1mple later. Overdrive even wrote that S1mple will join Na'Vi in place of Alexi B, but quickly deleted that post. Apparently, he realized what nonsense he had written. But here's what S1mple says.
Just imagine SDY to Astralis. Ooh. That would be sick for him.
But seriously, where will S1mple go? According to Harumi, it's Apex, NIP, or Gamer Legion. Some analysts on Twitter believe he will go to B8 or Fnatic. Some actually believe S1mple will return to Na'Vi. And according to a former Natus Vincier analyst, S1mple decided to leave after Bro's transfer to Astralis. Apparently the team started falling apart, didn't qualify for the major, and there are no prospects. Players are being taken to other organizations, and he decided to try himself in another lineup. In general, we're waiting for details. Where do you think he'll end up? In the end, within 2 days, 2 players left Monte, S1mple and Bro, to Astralis. According to rumors, the next to leave the team could be Krasnal, but all this doesn't stop Monte from showing results in their championships. The other day, they defeated Perivision with 2 substitutes. For now, the roster includes Gizmi from Monte's academy and Kvem, who practically played solo and won the match for Monte. Let's quickly go over some other news from the world of roster changes. Firstly, JKS is once again a free agent. He has become a free agent and can finally search for a new team. Secondly, 2 players have decided to return from Valorant to CS, Jugi and Nivera, the brother of Scream. The Dane made this announcement publicly while Nivera is quietly sitting and playing a lot on Faceit. The French scene is dead, so it's time to revive it. Also, Steel expressed his desire to return to Tier 1. He is the legendary player from iBuyPower who was permanently banned for match fixing. He simply decided to write to Valve and remind them of himself. They said, come back in 25 years. So he said that if no top team signs him by then, and he will be 35 years old, Steel will simply create his own team from free agents. He'll take himself, blamef, JKS, Esperanto, and Smooya. It sounds hype and we eagerly believe in it, especially considering that blamef and JKS might remain free agents until 25. Also, Dexter announced that he will soon return to a team. There are no details yet, but apparently he received some offers. And what video wouldn't be complete without S1mple and his return to the pro scene? There are just a few days left before his debut in Falcons. Let's see how S1mple's form is and whether he managed to overcome that notorious input lag.
Yeah, bro, I'm already behind door and I'm dying. Что там в чате пишут? Надо что-то переехать еще. Buffering 2 packets. Bro, buffering 2 packets, you sure?
Oh, zeker.
Oh, bro, this game's so weird. I don't know if I'm playing on my 100% level or no.
Smoke B. B-rush, I think.
In terms of how I play.
B-rush.
Yes.
And B now.
I don't know.
1 HP.
Some people say it's
Let's go.
electric input lag. So all what I can do is just change location where I'm playing. And that's pretty fucking sucks. To understand if I'm playing on my 100% level individually or no. And now I see a lot of messages and I don't know how to react, you know? Because all of you have different opinions. У меня? Ты это замечаешь у меня? Или у себя?
Ну,
Да я не знаю, забей, я просто...
Ты
Я...
дергаешься, как будто тебе нет лагает.
Да, бля, мне кажется,
Do
я,
anyone
блядь,
know,
нахуй уже
anyone knows
всю
the
CS2
S1?
дергаюсь.
Let's
Здесь
just go
такая
in. Can
хуета,
someone
блядь.
molly shadow?
Он шорт? Not
Лаги
short.
есть? Лаги есть?
Да, да. Лагаешь, пиздец.
Балкон. And default. Bro, I don't understand. What the fuck is this lags, man? What the fuck is those
Can you
fucking...
drop on each?
Yeah, I will drop one.
Fucking hell. Fucking shit.
Blind front. I get blind front.
My default on A.
One short.
Fuck! I just don't understand what is going on. Why I'm lagging? Why I'm lagging in this game?
There's some jungle.
I have PC for
One
10k.
shot.
Why I'm lagging in this game?
One jungle.
What the fuck is going on?
Molly.
I want CS, go
One
back
triangle.
home.
Behind top jungle still.
I'm just
Behind
kidding,
top.
just fix this fucking game. I don't want to have input lag in the game.
I will smoke inside one every round next time.
Пизда, блядь. Пизда.
I'll just go straight here.
As we can see, input lag has really thrown S1mple off, but it's good that they helped him fix it. Now he can train calmly in Falcons.
Какой результат пофиксили до 4,5 секунд. Но мне надо все равно будет новый компьютер. А было сколько? 12 секунд. 11 или 12? На чье место ты встал в команде? Ну там чувака Борос зовут. Там в новостных пабликах. Там есть замены, там пишут. Вообще. Да, я почувствовал разницу в этих не 4 секундах. У меня 4,5 где-то, 5. Ну, input вот это. По этой программе Booster X. Или как его там, как он там называется? Да, Booster X. Я вот намного почувствовал большую разницу, поверь мне. Сейчас со стримом бывает, подлагивает, ощущается, но сейчас намного лучше стало. Курицы больше не взаимодействуют с выпавшим оружием. Они что, вообще с ума сошли? Она что, взаимодействовала с оружием, блядь? Господи. Команда на отключение звона флешки больше не работает. Обновлены инструменты мастерской. Размер апдейта 1,6 гигабайт. Наслаждайтесь, CS-юзеры. Valve делает все для того, чтобы вы в полной возможности могли насладиться этой игрой. Пофиксены курицы, которые не будут пиздить ваше оружие. Пофикшена музыкальная дорожка и многое другое в новом апдейте Counter-Strike 2. Были тренинг с фалконцами, да, сегодня 3-й день был. Отлично, отлично, мне нравится. Я возвращаю по чуть-чуть форму. Я чувствую это, я это ощущаю. Поэтому все эти дни играл в CS и только. S1mple, how long you gonna stay on Falcons? Right now for 1 month, after we will see. Да, 3 дня уже тренировался в Falcons. Как тебе вообще CS2? С каждым разом лучше и лучше. Как тебе звонит? Пока рано говорить. Пока я вливаюсь вообще. Пытаюсь понять, что происходит вообще. Вы же понимаете, что надо почувствовать свою игру на новой позиции, новой роли, все прочее. Поэтому пока я не сильно зацикливаюсь о том, как зоник. Пока что базовые темки.
Input lag conquered, training with Falcons, perfect timing to make a cool comeback to the pro scene. However, even here, things didn't go as smoothly. First, S1mple recently faced off against Donk, and he destroyed him again.
One more underground.
Let's go. Let's carry him.
You have flash?
Yeah, they have. He's still ramp.
Из рам.
I'm not big.
Выебал меня. AVP bench. Hold me. Bro, 4 on 2.
But that's not all. Here comes the real kicker. FaceIt announced the results for February, and you won't believe it. Donk emerged as the best player of the month. He boasted a 111 ADR, a win rate of 71%, and on average, he made 24 frags per match. And you know who turned out to be one of the worst for the month? S1mple ranked last at 88th place on the leaderboard, with a win rate of 36%, averaging 16 frags per match. At one point, it was so bad that S1mple had 10 losses out of 11 matches, and almost every game he had negative stats. So far, the return to CS2 is looking very weak. Understandably, it's all online, FaceIt streams, and so on. But there are concerns that even on LAN, things won't go as desired. Beating Donk doesn't seem to be working out, not even on FaceIt. And the final blow came from Loba. Last night, they played a 1v1 for $10,000. S1mple lost the first map as a joke, won the second map easily, even had time to joke around, run with pistols, and laugh in Discord. In the third map, everything was going according to his script. He even led 15 to 11. However, when Loba made a comeback and brought it to overtime, there was no time for jokes. In the end, s1mple's jokes led to his defeat at 19 to 22. After that, s1mple suggested playing a best of 3 for $10,000 and Loba agreed. And it seems like the jokes ended there. They changed the map, played more seriously for the result, and there, s1mple was completely outplayed without a chance. Later, Loba returned to TeamSpeak and s1mple persuaded him to play again, this time for $15,000. s1mple said that towards the end, he wasn't joking around and he wanted a rematch. Loba went to sleep and said that he wouldn't take $10,000 from s1mple and was just grateful to have played with him. Loba is definitely a cool guy, a really nice gesture from the beefcake. He didn't take the money and didn't continue the destruction further. Of course, all of this isn't indicative. Aim duels are purely for fun and content, but in any case, beating s1mple 1 versus 1 used to be something akin to a miracle. Now it seems like anyone can do it. Hopefully after this, s1mple would get even more motivated and show his best in Falcons, because Donk is already surpassing him everywhere, in aim duels, FACEIT, and even in official match statistics. In general, newcomers are actively stepping on the heels of once the best players in the world. So that's pretty much all the interesting stuff that happened in the past few days. The American RMR is in full swing, but we'll talk about that in the next video. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on new videos. See you soon.